3 rings for the elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their hall of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them, 1 ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. Mordor. What is up, YouTube? Here's Wawa D again. Here's for another book review again. And this time we're gonna tackle, yes, Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, so any of you wants to get updated and get live notifications of my book reviews and videos, just click on the subscribe button and click the bell icon. Now that's out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so my book, I bought this at Fully Book Ayala for about 720 pesos. Yeah, it's kind of expensive for a book, but it's my money. My money, my worth. This book was published around 1954, around July, I think. July 1954. The part 2, The Two Towers, was in October same year, and the third part was on next year, the next year, 1955, around October. For those of you who don't know, I'll provide you a complete simple summary. The story is somewhat the continuation of The Hobbit, but a different kind of quest or objective. It's basically 60 years after The Hobbit. We have this guy named Frodo. He's a hobbit, and he stumbles upon a ring which his uncle gave it to him on his 111st birthday. Today is my 111th birthday! And Gandalf was there. He was there, he gave the ring to Frodo, and then wanted to look some answers, and when he got back, he knew that the ring was the ring of power, the ring forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. He was like, oh my god, you need to go on a quest, man, you need to go on a quest. Just go to Rivendell, and the elves have maybe an idea on what to do on that. So, and Frodo said, okay. So he went on a journey. He was with Sam and then with Merry and Pippin. They went to Rivendell. They had this meeting, and well, they discussed about what to do with the ring, but unfortunately most of them wasn't willing enough to do the mission, destroy the ring, because it would mean like a suicidal mission for all of them.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Frodo, brave enough to volunteer as the ring bearer. I mean, he wants to do the mission instead of them.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
Because there was an elf,
And you have my bow.
a dwarf,
And my axe.
2 men,
You have my sword.
Then Gondor will see it done.
and a wizard, and 3 hobbits, his friends, wanted to come along and help Frodo. That's how the fellowship came to be. Things that I hate, it was slow, it's boring. But that was just only the first half of the book. The second part was pure epicness. I mean, it started out slow, and he was. Nobody knows what he is. Theory says he's the god, the Eru, Iluvatar. Actually, no. Actually, for me, Tolkien didn't live long enough to tell us. I don't know. Maybe. He could be the one, but for now, it's still a theory though. It kind of sucks. I could understand why they left out the part with Tom Bombadil in the movie, because he was rather not relevant to the story. His role didn't even, doesn't mean much in the story. So it was okay for them. It was okay for them to not include the Tom Bombadil chapter in the movie. Oh, this one. Do you remember when Frodo got stabbed in the chest by a Nazgul? Yeah, I know. He was poisoned for days, and then in the movie, Arwen shows up and wanted to help. So she carried Frodo, and the Nazgul were chasing after her on a horse. Then they were flooded by a water spell, something. They were a big tsunami came in, and the Nazgul were they're drowned. I don't know what happened. In the book, it's a guy named Glorfindel, an elf, a high elf actually, was the one who took Frodo and carried him back to Rivendell. It wasn't Arwen. Now, I could understand why they picked Arwen instead of Glorfindel. For them, I think the reason why is they just wanted a female character to be of great importance to the story. I don't know. For me, if they put Glorfindel, that would be like he just have like this little role and after that we don't hear much of him in the second book, in the third book. So that's why Arwen was used rather than Glorfindel. If you want to check some character background history of that guy, Glorfindel, I'll make a video about it. Just leave a comment if you want. One more thing. You remember when Gandalf fought the Balrog? And that epic line, "You shall not pass!
You shall not pass!"
And then he fell, and then yeah, he died. Or did he? It was in the book. He just said, "You cannot pass, you cannot pass, you cannot pass." That was like 3 times. But he didn't say, "You shall not pass." So it was kind of like a bonus. I mean, a good thing that they added the "you shall not pass" line in the movie. So that would add, so that they could add like a pure epicness to the moments of that thing. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine if like you've known the Lord of the Rings by book before the movies, you wouldn't know how the Balrog would be like, right? And that would be when the movie will show up, and oh my god, this is gonna be the scene like the Balrog. Man, oh my god, he looks like that. Oh my god, it's so scary. Shit, demon like, I don't know. It's gonna be like, oh my god, nerdgasm. So anyways, I would say this book is you can start with this instead of The Hobbit. And yeah, finish The Lord of the Rings and then The Hobbit, because it's basically a different story. You don't really have to like it. It's not a continuation about the 2 stories, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. So it's okay for you to start The Lord of the Rings, which is this one, The Two Towers, The Return of the King. Then after, you can read The Hobbit. Okay. So now, so I'll be ending my book review. So thank you for watching, and stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.